What's up, you guys? It's Steve here with some pretty incredible news as we've received word that President Joe Biden has agreed to wipe out $4 billion worth of student loan debt for a small group of people. Now, also, we're waiting to see if in the coming days, executive actions are going to start rolling out for more stimulus provisions. We're hearing $10,000 of student loan debt, extending the student loan moratorium, child tax credits, Social Security increases, stimulus checks. All of these hang in the balance, and America is waiting to see if President Joe Biden is going to fulfill his promises on stimulus provisions. Now, I'm going to get you caught up on the latest. This is your breaking news, stimulus check update, and stimulus package update. Now, for those of you that follow me here on the channel, this comes as no surprise, as we have heard that after the passage of the reconciliation bill, the Inflation Reduction Act of 2022, there would be an assortment of different provisions coming through executive actions. Progressives, they're pressuring Biden to get this done. And why? All of this is possible and likely going to be unfolding because it is a midterm election year. We've even heard Senator Joe Manchin confess that everything they're doing right now, it's all based upon them wanting to win these elections. So we're going to start seeing things ramp up here. And take a look, you guys. We're hearing that it's working. Take a look at the headlines coming out. Biden's approval rating ticks up 3 points in just 1 week as he passed that Inflation Reduction Act. And now executive actions are on the way. And take a look at what just came out yesterday. Education Department cancels $3.9 billion in student debt for more than 200,000 borrowers. Here's who qualifies. Now, I've got some video footage to give you all the details. You're not going to want to miss this. And also, you guys, Cardona says that student loan borrowers, they will know soon if payment pause is going to be extended. So we're hearing in the coming days, President Joe Biden is likely going to be making a decision, executive actions to extend the moratorium, and we're going to find out if he's going to be wiping out $10,000 of student loan debt to all borrowers in the nation, which was actually a provision that he ran his campaign on. This was a presidential campaign promise. Now, he also had promised $2,000 stimulus checks, child tax credits, Social Security increases. These were things he ran his campaign on. We have not seen them come to pass yet. Now, we're going to be seeing you guys, and I'm going to be keeping you up to date. We're hearing a lot more is on the way, and already, take a look. If you missed my last video, Bernie Sanders, he's bringing back child tax credits, Social Security increases, saying we need to fulfill those promises, bring back those provisions, send them out to the American people. We also heard Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer vocalize they're not going to rest until they get free college tuition, free childcare out there. We've heard Pramila Jayapal saying the pressure is coming to President Joe Biden to deliver. That's because Democrats, they want to stay in power in these midterm elections. Now, you guys, we will see, but I'm going to dive into the video footage, get you caught up on the latest coming out. And also wanted to mention there's now over 8,000 people that have signed up at www.reliefroadmap.com to get access to the comprehensive list of all the checks across the nation that most people do not know about. It's a shame to see that there are literally state, city, county checks coming up all the time with all of these excess funds that states have, and over $800 billion from the federal government. And they're issuing out checks and people don't know about them. And they're only available for a limited amount of time. And if people miss out, we're hearing the money goes back to the government and they're missing out. And I'm going to make sure that that doesn't happen to anybody here on my channel. I'm going to make sure that you get everything available to you. So again, if you have not added your email, please do so right away. I'm going to get this list out here very soon. Add your email to the wait list to get access to everything available. And this is going to be updated regularly because we're hearing about new programs popping up all the time. And I'm just going to have to keep this updated so you don't miss out. Add your email, www.reliefroadmap.com. Tell your friends, tell your family, get the word out so that way people do not miss out. We want to make sure that we can get all the help that we can during this time. But with that being said, you guys, let's dive into these articles and also this video footage so you can see what's unfolding with this forgiveness and what more might be on the way here very soon. But before we do me a quick favor. Just takes a second. If you appreciate the content, don't forget, smash the like button for me. Helps out the channel a ton. Thank you so much. Leave your comments, share this out. If you want to stay up to date, it's totally free. Why not? Come join the Ram fam. All you got to do is very quickly hit that subscribe button, turn on that notification bell. Any specific questions for me, hop onto Instagram, shoot me a DM at SteveRam3. Make sure to spell it right because I've got imposters here on YouTube and on Instagram trying to pose as me, trying to tell you to give them money for Bitcoin or something like that. You guys, that's not me. I made a video on my second channel, Steve Ram Finance. Go check it out if you're interested, about cryptocurrency and about how to do it on your own. You don't have to give your money or your information to anybody. Please do not use my recommendations in that video And also, you guys, with that being said, let's go ahead and dive right in and get you caught up on the latest. Let's take a look at this video footage.
If you have watched TV in the past 30 years, odds are you have seen commercials like these.
Have you ever worked with anything high-tech?
No.
Oh man, these are really bad. Okay, I know it's a commercial, ITT Tech commercial back from 2000, but when you're in an interview, everybody knows you can't give a single word answer, right? You can't say just yes or no. This is your opportunity to spark a conversation to convince them to hire you for the position. So if it's yes, you gotta elaborate. You gotta say, yes, I'm a rocket scientist. When you see what I'm capable of, you're gonna be willing to fire yourself to hire me because I'm that good. I'm gonna take this company to the moon. Or even if the answer is no, you can't just say no. You got to say like, I haven't had the opportunity to do this specific thing, but I've had this other technical background and I'm a fast learner, so I'll be able to just dive right in and just help you out. I mean, and you got to know you're applying for a position that requires technical experience, right? So you should have had all of these answers pre-ready to go. You should have practiced them in the mirror so you don't make faces like that. Oh man, I know it's a commercial. It's just really bad. All right, let's get back to the video.
Thank you for the resume.
But we're looking for someone with
More education.
Some experience.
Good luck to you.
What you don't know can hurt you.
Because you can't get the jobs of tomorrow until you get the skills of today. Start by calling ITT Technical Institute.
You gotta call ITT Tech. ITT Technical Institute. Education for the future.
ITT Tech was one of the biggest for-profit college chains in the country. At its height, it boasted 140 campuses across 38 states. It had hundreds of thousands of students. Until, very suddenly, in 2016, it didn't.
Broken hearts, broken dreams, and broken promises. Thousands of ITT Tech students woke up this morning to some shocking news. Their campuses were closed, and we're talking all of them, for good.
Shuddered to the surprise of students, some showing up today, preparing for the start of classes next week.
My student loans, and if my credits are going to transfer anywhere else, am I just screwed?
That sudden closure of ITT Tech came after the Department of Education stopped the college from enrolling new students who were using federal financial aid. At that point, ITT Tech was knee-deep in lawsuits and federal investigations. They alleged that the school was misleading students about their chances of finding a job after graduating, their ability to transfer credits to other schools, and most importantly, trapping students in predatory loans. As the director of the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau put it at the time, in some cases, students did not even know they had a private student loan until they started getting collection calls. But I am happy to report some very good news on this specific front. The Biden administration just announced that they are canceling $4 billion in federal ITT Tech student debt. Because of what the Education Department alleges were ITT's fraudulent and misleading practices, the Biden White House is canceling the federal debt for all ITT students who were enrolled in the college between 2005 and when it closed in 2016. That applies to 208,000 people. The White House says they have approved $32 billion of this kind of targeted student debt forgiveness, which is relief for about 1.6 million people. But in addition to that, for months, President Biden has been considering erasing up to $10,000 of student debt for all federal borrowers. And that, of course, would be a much bigger deal. On that front, Biden has been promising to make a decision by the end of August, when the moratorium on loan payments is set to expire. So that means sometime in the next 2 weeks. Worth keeping an eye on.
Wow, so today is August 18th, and we're hearing that this is going to be expiring at the end of the month. So she said in the next couple of weeks, but we're hearing in the next couple of days you can expect this. And as I mentioned, all of this is because it's a midterm election year. We're within like 90 days of these elections, so we're hearing things are going to be ramping up. They've got to take care of these issues soon, because if the president does not, that is not going to help his already suffering approval rating. They want to get that up, so it's very likely you're going to be seeing a lot unfolding here. Now, a little bit more detail. Link in the description below to this article. I always cite my sources and put them on the screen so you can see them for yourself. Education Secretary Miguel Cardona wouldn't say in a recent interview whether the Biden administration plans to extend the current freeze on federal student loan repayments, but he indicated a decision will be made soon. While I don't have an announcement here today, I will tell you that we're having conversations daily with the White House, and borrowers will know directly and soon from us when a decision is going to be made. He said this on Tuesday. A nationwide pause on federal student loan payments and interest accrual is set to lapse at the end of August, after being extended several times under both the prior and current administration since the start of the pandemic. Now, advocates and Democrats, they have pressed for the pause to be extended again to provide additional relief to borrowers, particularly as rising inflation has driven up the cost of goods this year. Now, at the same time, President Biden has also faced growing pressure from advocates and members of his own party to provide broad-based cancellation of debt in the form of forgiveness of $10,000 or $50,000 in student loans. So, if you have student loan debt, they want to wipe out $10,000. He had run his campaign on this, and we're hearing other progressives saying, no, it needs to be $50,000 of student loan debt per borrower wiped out. Now, we will see, but earlier this year, more than 90 Democrats in the House and the Senate called on the president to cancel student loan debt now in a letter. But Biden has pushed Congress to send legislation to his desk for cancellation of debt, often saying it is up to Congress to do so. But he's also asked Cardona to determine if he has the authority as the president to forgive a certain amount of loans. Now, what we've heard is he does have that authority. So we will see, you guys. They're saying it's a little bit of a gray area, but they're saying that if he wanted to do it, he could execute this student loan forgiveness. And we will see, you guys, because as we mentioned, a lot of these provisions, it seems like it's kind of gotten dragged out. Why? Because we're hearing they want a lot of these to be fresh in the minds of voters right before the elections. And we will see if this all unfolds right now, you guys. But I will keep you up to date on whatever happens every step of the way. But you guys, that is the latest that just unfolded yesterday. That is the latest news on stimulus provisions on the way. And with that being said, you guys, thank you so much for joining me. If you made it this far and you haven't already, don't forget to take a quick second, smash that like button for me. Helps out the channel a ton. Thank you so much. Leave your comments, share this out. If you want to stay up to date, totally free. Why not come join the Ram fam? All you got to do is very quickly hit that subscribe button, turn on that notification bell. Any specific questions for me, shoot them to me in the DM on Instagram at SteveRam3. Consider joining my second channel, Steve Ram Finance, where you can learn about growing wealth, personal finance, as I mentioned, a video covering cryptos, information that I learned from multimillionaires that helped set me financially free, that I pray is a blessing to you, information that will hopefully help you out with business, stocks, real estate, as we're in the middle of a recession, record high inflation, hasn't been this bad in 41 years. And you guys also, if you're interested in getting access to the comprehensive list of every single stimulus check in the nation from states, cities, counties, popping up all the time, only available for limited amounts of time, go to www.reliefroadmap.com. Add your email today to get added to the wait list. Hopefully going to be releasing that here in the coming days, you guys, very soon. I just got to get the website ready, but should have that ready for launch here for you very soon. But with that being said, you guys, once again, thank you so much for joining me. I'll catch you in the next one. Take care. God bless. This is Steve.